Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another TBR video. Today we will be picking my August TBR. Yeah, it's crazy. This year has flown by so fast. I feel like I'm constantly filming these videos, which is not a bad thing because these are my favorite videos to film, to edit, everything. So I love it, but also it's just crazy that the year's flying by so fast and I still have so many books to read, so many books I haven't read. It's just a little bit overwhelming, but today we're going to be picking my August TBR using the TBR jar as always. First of all, let's not talk about my July TBR. I did not touch it all month. It was a really slow reading month for me for a lot of reasons. I read a lot of books for videos. My TBRs, I don't pick them and force myself to read books. I pick my TBRs kind of as a guideline because I'm a mood reader, and so if I'm done with a book and I just look at my TBR, it's gonna be so hard to pick my next book. So I kind of pick my TBR to narrow down and pick from there, and usually it helps, but this month I didn't even get a chance to look at my TBR because I was reading books for videos, arcs and stuff like that, and it was already a slow reading month, so I would just finish books, go on to the next one for a video, and that's kind of how it happened. But yeah, I think let's just go ahead and start picking my TBR for August. Hopefully this month I can actually pick some books from here. Always I pick 7 prompts and 7 books to go along with it, and we create a 7-book TBR for the month. This is my TBR bookshelf. All of my unread books. I think all of my unread books are on here and on my Kindle of course, but I like to pick some physical books for my TBR. Let's just go ahead and get started and start picking our first book. Okay, we're gonna go on with prompt number 1. And it says a new release. This was just recently sent to me, but I haven't read the first one, so I don't think that will count. I think the most new release is probably One Golden Summer, which is perfect because I've been wanting to read this during the summer and I haven't had time to get to it, so I think this will be perfect for a new release. Okay, prompt number 2. A book by an author you have never read. Okay, there's a lot. We have Ready or Not by Kara Bastone. I've never read a book by this author. I've heard great things about this one and Promise Me Sunshine. I really would like to read this. I also have Catherine Cowles. I've never read a book by her and I've heard also such great things. This is All the Missing Pieces, so this is an option as well. We could do Corinne Michaels and read All Too Well. Honestly, I have really been wanting to read this book, so I think I'm gonna go with Ready or Not for an author you've never read. I'm so excited. Honestly, already it's looking like a great month. It's looking good. Okay, let's go with prompt number 3. I'm running low on prompts, but I think I have enough. Yeah, I'm gonna have like 3 left over, but it's good for today's video. I'm gonna have to replenish it for next video. A book with a number in the title. I feel like this was a prompt last month. Yeah, it was. So I must have added it twice. And I don't think I have any with a number. Okay, I don't have any. I added 2 wrongs make a right last month for that specific prompt, but I don't know if I should redo it or look for a Kindle read. Okay, I scrolled through my Kindle and I could not find a book with a number. I scrolled through like Kindle Unlimited and stuff and I just couldn't find a book with a number. Why is that so hard to find? And I know there's probably a book out there that I've been wanting to read with a number in the title and I just can't think about it now. So I'm just gonna have to repeat last month's pick, which is 2 wrongs make a right. I've been wanting to read a book by this author. I don't think that I have, and I've heard great things about this as well. I'm excited to read this. This has been on my TBR for a very long time, like more than a year maybe. So I think it's time that we read it this month, hopefully. Let's go on to prompt number 4. Let me shake it up because there's a little bit of prompts left. Prompt number 4, a recent purchase. I actually haven't purchased any books recently. My newest books were these 2, but they were birthday gifts. So like actually my last purchase was the Striker. This is a special edition, a Spanish edition that I got when I traveled. I think I'm gonna pick this, but I'm gonna be reading the Kindle version, like the English Kindle version. I just got this because I really liked the edition. I've been wanting to read this book. It is her new series, her sports romance series. So I think this is gonna be for my most recent purchase, which wasn't even May, June, around there. Prompt number 5. Oh, well, that one fell out. This one fell out, so we're just gonna go ahead and do this one. An author you've read. I have read Laura Pavlov. I have read Daphne Perry, Rebecca, Adeline Grace, Jess Taylor. There's a few. So I think I'm going to read... I'm really not in a fantasy mood after my last video. If you haven't watched that, I did a reading fantasy only reading vlog. Not in the mood for fantasy after that, so I'm gonna skip on that. I actually read the first book of the series in that video, Belladonna. So if you're curious about my thoughts on that, go watch that video. But I think I'm gonna continue with Laura Pavlov. I think I'm gonna read her Magnolia Falls series. This is book 4. I think it would be good to just continue, and her books are so, like, they're small, quick reads. They're always perfect. It's small town, there's found family, this big friendship group, talent people. The romance is obviously really good. You can read them as standalone, or you could read in order. I will always recommend reading it in order because you see bits of the couples that have gotten together in the past. Reading their books before just gives you a better idea of the couple and stuff. So this one says it's a single dad, neighbors to lovers. So he's a single dad and she is the new pediatrician in town. That should be interesting. So this is gonna be book number 5, a book by an author I've read before. Prompt number 6. This video always goes by so fast, sadly. A cartoon cover. Okay, let's see. Do I have any cartoon covers? This is cartoon. Reckless Love by Willow Astor. We have Drive Me Crazy by Carly Robin, also cartoon. And oh, we have a few. Breakaway by Grace Riley, a hockey romance. And we have Not Bad for a Girl by Anastasia Ryan. This is a banter workplace romance. Could be. I think that's it for now. So we have these 3 options and the hockey romance, so 4. What am I in the mood for? Let's see. I already have single dad, sports romance. I haven't read a workplace romance in a long time, like an office setting book. I think that would be good. This is an F1 sports romance, always good. And another single dad. I think I'm gonna pass on the single dad this month just because I already have a single dad on the TBR and I don't want too much of the same thing. So let's put her back. Let's go between these 2. They're kind of similar, pink. That's it. They're just pink. I'm gonna put this back because I already have a sports romance. It's not F1. I think it's a soccer sports romance. But I'm just going to have a little bit of different books throughout the month. So I'm gonna go with this, which is a workplace romance. Banter, that's all I need. That's all I need. The best man for the job just might be a woman. I love that. I have been putting this in a few TBRs as well. So I'm just hoping to read it this month and just move it to the shelf just so it's not on here anymore. And actually that is going to be my goal for August, is to read my TBR and try to get a lot of these books out of here so we can buy new books. I think I said this in last month's TBR video. It's just been looking the same for months and I feel like it will help the slumpiness a bit if I just see new books, buy new books. I feel like just buying new books, getting new books gives you that reading motivation. So I'm just gonna try to read all of these so we can make space for new books. Prompt number 7. Start a new series. Starting a new series, I mean, I do it all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I do it all the time. I'm guilty of starting series and not continuing them right away. I just go back to them. I start a new series, go back to them. I might do this. All Too Well. Is this a series though? I'm guessing it is. Okay, so they are different couples. I think they're different couples. So I think I'm gonna go with All Too Well by Corinne Michaels. I don't know what this series is called. Oh, the Ember Falls series. So there's actually 4 books. This is book 1, and look at the edges. How beautiful. These are so beautiful. The details is crazy. Look at the cabin. And this is Small Town, Brother's Best Friend, All the Banter, Forced Proximity, Single Dad, Built Up Tension. I think it's gonna be a fun time. I'm excited for this, actually. Okay, those are 7 books, but you know what? I'm gonna pick one more just because I'm running really low. There is 2 more. I'm just gonna, should we just do the rest? Let's do it. I just said that my goal this month is to try to clear out some books for my TBR. Why not finish the jar? I'm gonna have to refill it anyways. So let's do 9 prompts this month. 9 books. Yeah. Okay. Prompt number 8. A book that starts with M. A book that starts with the letter M. My Silver Lining. And that's it. Oh, My Silver Lining, but I have 2 different covers. Okay, this is the Arc, and this is the, I'm guessing, discreet cover. Oh, this is book 2 in the Rosewood River series. Okay, so I think Steal My Heart is book number 1 in the series, and My Silver Lining is book 2. I think I could read it. It says it's small town, fake dating, enemies to lovers. Oh, okay. That looks good. That sounds good. Listen to the dedication. It says, to every woman who already knows how to ride a white horse and doesn't need a man to rescue her, you haven't met Rafe Chadwick yet. We'll have to see about that. Wait. Oh, it's fake dating. I said that. Amazing. Perfect. Last prompt for the month. A rom-com. Oops. What is considered a rom-com? I don't know. I feel like a rom-com would be a book that, obviously romance, but maybe not super heavy topics. Like if it's an emotional romance, I wouldn't say it's a rom-com, but I feel like some of these that I'm looking at right now, I know that the authors tend to write a little bit more emotional romances, so I'm not picking them for that. I think the ones that would be the most fluffy and just swoony, just lighthearted reads would be maybe Breakaway and Drive Me Crazy. I feel like these are the closest to rom-com that I have on my shelf right now. So let me look at the back and see which one kind of gives off more rom-com. I don't know, this just made it harder. They both seem like they would be a good time. This one says a steamy romantic comedy with lots of heat, heart, and humor. So this one actually talks about being a humorous read. It says a romantic comedy. That is what a rom-com is. This one seems like it would be as well, but there's no mention of it being like, you know. I feel like it would be a good time, but I'm gonna go with Drive Me Crazy by Carly Robin just because it actually says romantic comedy with lots of heat, heart, and humor. So for rom-com, we're gonna go with Drive Me Crazy. I think it should be a fun time. Okay, that is our completed stack for the month of August. It is a heavy one. It's a heavy one. Here is the stack for August. August TBR has been picked. She is heavy, she is thick, but I'm determined to knock some of these books out of this TBR bookshelf and on to my bookshelves so they can live with the rest of the books. But wow, look at all these pages. I mean, I definitely can read them in 1 month. Will I though? That's another question, because I don't know, like this month, July was such a slow reading month for me. I felt a little bit slumpy and just a lot going on in general. I had a less reading time, but I'm gonna prioritize this month. I'm gonna prioritize reading this month and hopefully read a lot of these books because they all sound really good. Me picking these books this month, they all sound amazing. I'm really gonna try to read this whole TBR, and I need you guys to motivate me. If you follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I post a lot of bookish content. If you ever see me on there, leave me a comment, send me a DM, and tell me to go read my TBR because I need some bullying done so I can pick these up. I think I'm gonna do a dedicated reading vlog to reading my TBR and trying to knock some books out of here because that's probably the only way that I will read a lot of these. If you want to see that video, let me know in the comments. As always, also feel free to leave me some prompts to add to my jar because it is now empty. I'm gonna need a big restock for the rest of the year, so feel free to leave me some prompts. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for picking my TBR with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. Bye.